welcome back to Fuzzy Dutchy Gaming and day 14 of the Layback Exile series. So I just want to quickly recap. The series has a time cap of 1.5 hours a day. Just in case people drop in and go, oh, day 11 and he's not even killed Cirrus. We're just doing 1.5 hours a day in a build that I'm pretty unfamiliar with. So at the end of day 16, that will represent 24 hours in maps, and that is creeping ever closer. So the last episode was a bumper episode covering farming to get more gear, and in this episode I get another couple of bits to slightly improve the build. I did also realise that I've been using the wrong curse since day 1. For some reason I was using punishment instead of vulnerability, so I've switched that over. In regards to upgrades, we'll just quickly have a look. So we have upgraded another couple of bits of gear. So we found a level 86 Stygian Vise, which is really nice. So we've crafted it with resistance essences, and we managed to get quite a lot of strength, decent fire resistance and life. So I've kept that for now. I have got a spare Stygian Vise that I can craft on. It's not as high item level, it's something like 78, but it means we can craft that, and if we hit something really good, then we can swap them over again. I've also now got 2 Vermilion rings as well. None of them are particularly amazing, but they're good enough. So this one's decent life roll, chaos resistance, fire resistance and intelligence. And the other one is essence crafted with minion movement speed, and then we've just put some life on it. These could both be better, but I want to wait until I've got more Vermilion bases so that I don't have to craft on the gear that I'm using. So the only 2 things that I really want to replace that's left from my original gear are my gloves and then the amulet. We still need decent Garciardials. I have got a couple of high level ones that I got when I got the Stygian Vise, so I'll be looking to craft on these whenever I find harvest. In regards to content for this episode, it's back to Atlas progression and doing actual content, and it's pretty jam-packed with footage. I completed the T16 Blight map really easily. I'll only show a really small bit of footage from that because it's not exactly particularly interesting watching me stand there whilst minions kill all of the monsters. I killed 3 Elder Guardians to complete the Elder set, and then I also killed my first Shaper Guardian in Chimera. I'm also going to take on and kill my first boss, which is Elder. I know it's not a particularly taxing boss, but it's the first one we've come to, so we'll include that in the highlights. And then once the highlights are finished, I'll go over the level of the character, map completion, and then goals for the next few videos in the remainder of the series, and also show the progress that we're making towards the Citadel. So without further ado, let's roll the footage, and we'll catch up with you after the highlights.
was the Elder. What terrible, monstrous power. We must find a way to defeat it, Exile.
So overall, I think today's been a really good day, as I can actually now see real progress in the build, and DPS has jumped up so much when you consider what it was when I was running the blue and red 6-link. And this is shown in the footage in the background that's running at the moment. So this is the tier 11 Maven Crucible, and I wouldn't say I struggled with these before, but they were quite slow. This one was really, really comfortable, and the bosses went down really quick. So my character's now level 92, the Atlas completion is 78, and my effective health pool is pushing up towards 8k. Armor with flask up is 27k, and we've got life regen of just under 1000 per second. Regarding level 92 is a comfortable level I'm happy with. I'm not bothered about pushing my level. I think it's time to risk some deaths and do some more dangerous and challenging content. Now, since getting to Cirrus is a minimum of 32 maps, I might make the episodes cover 2 days each, as I don't want to bring out an episode like every other episode that's just normal maps and conquerors over and over again, because there's nothing different about the content. So to keep things varied, I'm going to do lots of different content, since this, ideally depending how long we go for, is sort of a season-long SSF run with limited time per day. I want to do lots of different content, so we're going to do some delves, some simulacrums, logbooks, legions, temples, just everything to try and cover every aspect of content, and then I can really look at what this build is good at and what this build maybe isn't particularly good at. And then all the time we're still going to be trying to improve the build, maybe get some +1 gem items somewhere, get some better wands, and just look at improving the character as I go along. So next episode is going to be progressing towards A8 Cirrus. I've also got some synth maps to complete, and we'll get them witnessed. Got lots of gym missions and quite a few Zana missions saved up. I'll be trying to use those as well to get closer to Katarina and hopefully get some Shaper Guardian maps in Zana's offerings, and try and get Shaper killed at some point as well. So there is a long, long way to go in the series, but I'm still really enjoying playing and producing the content. So I hope you'll join me for the next episode. And as always, take care and see you in the next video.